I got to the top of the hill in time for the sunrise. Well, it's a beautiful morning. It's a little foggy, which is just kind of cool. There it is. Just since I started this little tiny snippet, it's gone from just half up to full. There we go. So thanks for checking out my channel. I'm gonna keep hiking and I'll come back to you in a little bit. It's a beautiful morning. So far this morning, the sign of spring has been a few extra cobwebs that I've walked through, and the birds are singing more than normal. Nothing else on the ground so far. I'm in the same forest, if you will, that I was last week, but in a very different section of it. But no daffodils, nothing else that's spring, nothing else that's a sign of spring. So this morning, I was going to talk about my memory, and that it's terrible. It didn't used to be so bad. I used to be able to remember things pretty well. I was not on like a quick recall team or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, I was never like super great. But I mean, if I thought of something like the night before I was going to go hiking, for example, I would have thought, oh, don't forget to grab XYZ, right? And then in the morning I would have remembered, oh yeah, last night I thought, oh, don't forget to grab said item. So I don't have that anymore, which is frustrating. I forget a lot of stuff. So obviously you can tell, like I'm not like backpacking. This is just a hike in the morning. So it's not like I have a lot of things to remember. And I do set my stuff out when I'm gonna go hiking the night before. So my camelback and a few little odds and ends, the camera, my trekking poles, I usually keep them in the basement, so I set them out the night before because I get up pretty early. But I forgot sunglasses again. I forgot my little handkerchief that I try to keep because my nose, whenever I am active or whenever I move, my nose is really runny all the time now. But anyway, so I usually have a handkerchief. I forgot both of those things. And the crazy thing is, this morning when I was leaving my house, I said, oh, don't forget to grab your sunglasses, to myself. And that was while I was in the kitchen getting my stuff together. Well, I said, oh wait, they're in my car, right? So my sunglasses were in my car, and that was the last I thought of it, until of course I'm already out here hiking and I make a turn on a trail and I'm looking directly into the sun. Forgot my sunglasses. And my nose started running already. Forgot my handkerchief. So, memory, that's a really frustrating thing, especially when it's something that you just can't control, right? You can't, it's not like my legs are weak, so I'll try to do some strength training or something like that. It's just, it is a function that you have it or you don't, and those are little things. Obviously those are silly examples, but it relates to this morning. But like, my wife will tell me something like, a lot of times, well, on a very regular basis, we are always talking about our schedules, right? So, oh, I'll be home at 5, I'll be home at 8. And her schedule is not she doesn't have a normal, like, 8 to 5 type job, so it's not like, I'll be home at 5, I'll be home at 5, I'll be home at 5. It's not like that. It's, well, tonight I'll be home 7:30. Tomorrow I'll be home 8:30. Oh, I may be home a little later, I may be home a little earlier, you know, so it's different every day. She'll tell me the night before, and she'll tell me in the morning. She may even say something in a text message, all relating to the same night and her schedule, and I forget it regularly. So, like, there's been nights where, like, I'm about to eat dinner, and I'm like, oh, she'll be home any minute. I'll just get stuff ready. And then she texts me, like, an hour later, I'm on my way home. I'm like, wait, I thought you were coming home sooner. No, I told you I was coming home. But anyway, so that's more of an everyday type of situation that it occurs, and it's not because I'm not paying attention. It's not because when I ask her what time you're going to be home, it's because I want to know, because I like to know when she's going to come home. So it's not like she was just telling me and I was distracted or I wasn't listening or anything like that. Like, I'm truly paying attention. I'm truly trying to remember, because I do want to know. But anyway, memory. The lack of it is frustrating. I do still remember your basic things, I think. But then that's the other part of memory that I want to talk about. Sometimes you don't remember things, right? But you don't know that you're not remembering things. So, for example, I forgot my sunglasses and my handkerchief, but if my nose was never running, and the sun didn't come out, I wouldn't have remembered that I didn't remember. Make any sense? So memory is a really weird thing, and when you are losing pieces of it, you don't always remember, because that's what you're losing. So it's like a vicious circle. Vicious circle? Vicious cycle? I don't really know. Hey, there's the back of that tree I showed you on my other video, because I'm in that same spot. I don't know if you can see it. It goes all the way up. I didn't show you all of this last time, but all that, where the insects are in there and the birds just hack away at it. Anyway, so, memory. It's frustrating. Now, I will say it is not near as bad. Many of you may have family with dementia and Alzheimer's. It is nothing like that, so I'm not, I know, believe, and understand that it can be much, much more worse. Much worse? Whatever. And in no way am I in that shape. Because a lot of times with dementia and Alzheimer's, you truly need someone to care for you. I'm nowhere near that, so please understand that. But the little things are frustrating too. It doesn't have to be something completely where you're dependent on someone else for it to still be frustrating. So I know those situations are usually pretty sad and tough on family, but I'm nowhere near that, so just to be clear. But silly little things that I just can't remember, they're frustrating, and there's nothing that I know to do to fix it. If you have any great ideas, let me know. Kind of peaceful, isn't it? Nice and quiet. I don't know if you can hear the birds. It's peaceful. So, anyway, just wanted to share that with you. I thought I'd show you. I think this view may actually be better. I don't know. What do you think? probably see, well, maybe you can see the little trail behind me where it's going. I'm hiking back now, so I've more than halfway. But funny, today I was talking about how I'm forgetful. I stopped, sat down, had a snack. I was still eating my snack and I decided I'm gonna go ahead and go. Keep walking, keep hiking. So I did, finished my snack. I think something was weird. Oh, right, I forgot my trekking poles. So I went back. I hadn't gone that far, but it was just kind of like, hey, wasn't I just talking about this? So while I stopped to just take a quick break, it was at a cool view. One of the part of this ridge, there was a big log that was just kind of just off the trail, and I thought I'm gonna go sit on the log. So I did, and had a little snack, a little granola bar, whatever. I left my trekking poles. Obviously, I have them because I went back to get them, but just seemed to go with the theme today. So anyway, hiking on. It's still pretty morning. It's warmed up a little bit, but okay, now that is a cool little mushroom. I'm gonna take you off. Hold on. Okay, is it a fungus? Look at that. I don't know what in the world. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like that. It's like super red inside. I don't want to like mess it up. But kind of cool.